Hello and welcome to an honest walkthrough and review of Infinite Upright by Emergent Audio. I absolutely love this piano for its atmospheres, for its long evolving patches that it has. Now the pure piano, the bread and butter piano you get with it, I'm not the biggest fan of that in all honesty, but the atmospheres, the pads, just the textures that they've created are outstanding. You're going to want a pair of headphones to hear these. As you've probably already heard in the intro, you're getting such a variety of sound, but it will set you back $99. That is the intro price. Full price is $149, so you're getting a third off, which is really good, and I honestly do feel it's worth the price. It works within the Contact Player 7.7.3 or later, which is free to download, so you won't need the full version of Contact, but I'll leave a link in the description. They do a good walkthrough and a bit more in depth in their plugin as well. I say plugin, the engine they use within Contact Player. But let's jump into the library itself and have a bit of fun. So this is the plugin. You load the one thing. It does have some multis as well, which is nice, but you have all your different presets here. It loads up this one automatically, which is like the pure piano and a cluster, but if you go to default, it's just a pure piano, so that is really nice. And you'll notice we've got lots of knobs on our screen, and you'll notice we have two sounds. We have a left and a right, and you can go between the two, crossfade between the two. You can just simply pick and choose the sounds you want there for each side as well and turn them on and off. You can see there we have an ADSR. You can link them as well, which is really nice. And then bang in the center, everything kind of works around this LFO, which is automatically on but not linked to anything. So currently if I just play it, let's just hear this out of the box. You've got your pure piano and cluster, but you notice the LFO is not doing anything even when it's on. Well, we need to pick something for it to do something for. So we can pick, for example, this thing right here. So now it's controlling our crossfade. We can, of course, control that rate and the depth as well. We can also control the depth on each thing as well. So you'll notice these little dots next to everything. Well, that links it. So quite quickly you can see me there fine-tuning things and messing around. You can create some really cool and unique sounds with this, as well as just simply your bread and butter piano. Now, it's not the best piano I have ever played with, but that is not the centerpiece of this instrument. It's all these other little bits and bobs that you have with it, but it does have a really nice dry piano behind it for you to use, a pure piano. Let's dive into some of these presets. There's also a random button at the bottom there if you want to click that and have a little bit of fun. But again, the LFO, you really have to tell it. Really cool. And that was just hitting the random button. Let's dive into some of these presets. We'll start with the alternatives. cool effect. I like that. I love just the evolution of the sound that you get with this library. Skip a couple down. Ebo, why not? Really nice effect and different. You've got, of course, your bread and butter sound. You've got some beautiful textures, but we also have some more long, messing with the string sort of sound. You'll notice as well the effects tab. There's lots going on behind there as well. We've got chorus, we've got delay, we've got a convolution reverb as well, some saturation, router as well. That's a cool effect, actually. And you can link the LFO to these as well. Perfect for a horror track. Right, we've got lots to get through. Let's move on to another sound. One more from Alternatives. Gravity Fields. That looks exciting. I think this is my favourite one so far. Absolutely amazing. Just the little artifacts in there. That in its own right is a track. I'm not really moving, but such a nice tense underscore. And all created with a piano. That's amazing. The variety of sounds we've already seen just from a piano. Absolutely crazy. Love how imaginative and inspiring this library is. Right, correlated. Next one. We've looked at subclusters already, so let's go Cosmic Drift. This is one of those libraries that just out of the box sounds absolutely amazing. You have such a great variety of presets that they've made. But if you really want to dive into the nitty gritty and mess with the LFO and mess with some of the effects and delay, you can as well. It's for the beginner and it's for the pro. I love that about this library. That is exactly what it says on the tin, Cosmic Drift. Let's go for another one. Again, another brilliant sound. What more can I say? I'm trying to let the samples speak for themselves, and honestly, I just want to keep going and check out what else they've got. Right, experiments, brittle feedback experiment. Different. I like it though, different in a good way. I love the variety we continue to get. No two sounds are sounding the same. Juniper I experiment. I actually really like that distortion. It's like a space film, you know, where like a massive ship just goes by. Super cool. Love the LFO effect on that. It's different. I was really wondering how that would be effective with that, with this library as a whole. And really kind of cool, actually. I like that. Right, infinite drones. A dreadful silence. I think to really appreciate these sounds, I hope you're wearing headphones. Just close your eyes and just listen to this. Like, good pair of headphones, absolutely amazing. I'm not even moving my hands, it's just. This is amazing for underscoring, I think, especially like your sci-fi, your horror, even dramas. I feel this is absolutely amazing for just those moments where you're like, what do I put there? I need something, but I don't want a full orchestral piece, or I just need a little drone or something that's continuous and not too artificial. This has that perfect balance, but it sounds so organic at the same time. Right. Infinite drones. We'll do one more from this collection. There's not been a single sound here that I've not liked. The ice is cracking. This is amazing. The more I play with this library, the more I'm just wowed. Honestly, I feel like it's so easy to make it sound good. Oh, that's a cool one. I'm gonna have to remember that one actually. That I keep saying this, but that's my favorite so far. I keep saying that about all of them, or thinking that about all of them anyway. Infinite, but I'm gonna have to look at one more from this selection. Super cool. Right, let's look at some of the infinite key. Not a felt. It's a nicer pure piano. Very quiet though. I feel the velocity sensitivity. I need to adjust that slightly. It's a little, you play soft, it plays very softly. You play loud, it plays very loudly, but you try and play in the middle. I feel it's not balanced too well there. I love how you can go from that sound to some of the beautiful textures and drones that we've seen throughout this video so far. Right, we have to move on. Piano on tape. A couple of different ones here. Oh, in the middle, 3. I bet this is just a lot of saturation. Yeah. It's a saturated piano. You know what? The default piano, the piano sound on its own, I am not the biggest fan of in this library, but the curated sounds that they've made from sampling the piano in weird and wonderful ways, or some of the textures that they've produced are outstanding. And I definitely see myself using this library for those. You know, I think this one's not too bad. I don't mind that one so much. Right, pulses, computing. I see what they've done. They've just put the LFO on to give it that computer sort of effect, but it's clever, it's smart, and yeah, it works. They must have had a lot of fun making this library. Another cool effect. Right, swells, last but not least. Okay. Not very loud, but I can kind of see what they're doing there. Murmur swells. Anyway, that is all we have time for. This is an absolutely beautiful library. As I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the pure piano that it comes with, but the textures are astonishing. The way they've sampled it. I love the LFO feature there and the fact that you can just mess with the presets. They're gorgeous out of the box, or dive a little bit deeper and mess with some of the effects and try different signals. It's very user friendly, and I just love just hit a chord. You get some beautiful elements within those sounds. They're very well crafted, and it's a really fun, atmospheric, infinite upright to play with. In all honesty, if you're looking for something with atmosphere, with character, something a little bit different but still organic, this might be for you. And I feel it's worth the $99 that they're asking for. There's obviously put a lot of work into it. I like the engine. I like how solid it feels. There's a lot going for it, and you have just enough presets, I feel, as well, and a nice variety. No two seem the same. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.